lived in Miami my whole life. My entire life, you know?
I'm talking about feelings. I had to feel me. Need that cold as well. Fuck it, man. Fuck it.
At first, when I was a kid, I didn't know how small my apartment was until I got older. Yeah, that shit had looked huge when I was a kid, but when you get older, you start realizing you was in a box. Yeah, man, this shit crazy. My godmom actually gave the crib to my mom because she was pregnant with me. So she ended up, because my godmom used to live there, she was like, I'm gonna get efficiency downstairs and you can bring your kids up here. So yeah, this is a big part. I ain't been here in years. We out, man.
Feeling nostalgic?
Yeah, it feels good. I ain't gonna lie, this feels good. I gotta do shit like this more often. I ain't gonna lie.
What school did you go to?
I went to Edison. Miami Edison Senior High. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Edison was pretty lit because they had a recording studio inside the school. So you feel me? Like they had all type of shit. You know, I was really hands on with the video production because I was trying to like, you know, we made a little movie. We made like a little movie at the schoolhouse. You feel me? Because we was just trying to be on some next level shit. And you know, I was always like practicing and sharpening up my sword. So you know, I even did a couple. I was probably the first nigga that did a music video on a morning announcement. Miami Edison, man. I'm always rapping. I'm a rare rated for life, man. I love this school, man. That's where it all started, man. That's where it all started. Some official shit though. My shit wasn't food. You know how like you'll see other niggas shit, and they'll be like, this nigga was corny, man. This nigga was lame. Yeah. My shit was never like that. My shit was fire. They was running my shit back for a minute, even after I graduated. I was like, man, I always told myself like, I ain't really had good grades. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just do this music shit, you feel me? Because that was the only thing I was really good at. I was never really good at, I ain't say I wasn't good at other stuff, it's just like, I was really good at music.
Move quick whenever I could've dropped it. I could've had a chick, but damn, I had to drop it. I move quick whenever I get a topic. Moving on some nonchalant shit. She used to want mansions, expansions, the wish we could have a phone where niggas could get this. I used to have a witness, shit we switching. Cars get specific, down to the women. I could get the VX or the brand new Vortex into a dimension that y'all ain't even bought. Put me on the beat, air track, niggas snap on. Say they going in, but they never really last long. Young Dwayne Wade on the play 3 track.
We just gotta, you know, just find our identity, you know, whatever it can be, but we find our identity as a basis, and then just keep on growing from there, you know. But anybody that's making music right now, and then, you know, your music is getting listened to, you have a responsibility to make sure that you're giving out, you know, the best messages and, you know, the most effective things so people can feel good. We gonna go to Starboy.
What's Starboy?
Starboy is basically like, that's why I met my engineer Hayes. We basically just like, I don't know, just like locked in there, and then that's where it all started, you know. That's where I would say the whole thing really started at my homeboy's crib when I was rapping, but I felt like Starboy brought everything in full circle, because my homie at the time, his mom was saying that people can't record at his crib anymore, so we had to shut it down. He was more like a rager, you know. Shout out to the Nobodies, you feel me? My homeboy Ja Rod. It was a vibe. I did my whole first tape there. The rest was history. So when his mom said that, I was like kind of, you know, I felt crushed, because I'm like, damn, I just started doing the music. Like, you know, I found my little spot, and then I just had to find new avenues, you know, new avenues and new pockets. And when I went to Starboy, I met my engineer now, Crybaby Hayes. When I met him over there, the first day we locked in, we ain't never looked back, you feel me? It's been like 8, 9, 10 years, something like that, you feel me? Just been locked in, just been working, you feel me? And that's a big part of my career right there, just because we was in there faithfully every week, you know, just trying to make sure that we give out the best music that we can. And it was, you know, we still hungry, but it was just like a different type of like
Hunger.
yeah, I'd say different type of hunger. Just because you know when you get older, I won't say you're more calculated, but you definitely got more stuff to risk, you know. So you don't necessarily want to just be acting too crazy with your time or doing anything. So, but when you young, you a lot more spontaneous, you know, willing to do anything, pick up and leave, and just you know, yeah. Don't play. Cash, 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 cash. Play with me. Cash, 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 cash. Bitch, don't play with me. Bitch, don't play with me. Okay. Bitch, don't play with me. Bitch, don't
Represent for the crib.
You know what Starboy at?
It was like, so there was a star boy.
Yeah. No, there wasn't a guy called Starboy. There was
The studio.
Starboy Studios.
Okay.
Yeah. They was making boys into stars, I guess.
Damn.
Yeah, great.
Vanessa been a minute, 5% can't see me in it. Pluto gas, it got me tripping. High as fuck, I'm going missing.
Everything. Can't really have no. Huh?
You gotta come back and buy this bitter. This is what it all started.
Oh, what type of fake ass?
I'm selling game, man. Call me the commissioner. Before I bring the gang in, I gotta check the
Yeah, KOD.
Oh, what you know about Ken?
regular. If you tryna make a little ends, you ain't saying.
Ultra Studio, so I recorded all my hits. Felt like an hour, all these vibes.
I started working with him back in like 2013, 14. And it's just the first session, bro. We clicked. Like I fucked with them. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can curse.
Oh,
You can curse.
Just don't snitch on yourself.
Nah. For the first like initial song, I think we recorded "Run It," right?
Yeah, run it.
Run it, 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 run it.
Yeah, bro, and that shit came out hard. I was like, man, I fuck with them, and they liked my work. I was still like relatively new to like engineering and all that, but like nah, since day one, they treated me like family, bro, and we just kept rocking since then. And eventually, like I left there, I started freelancing and stuff, and then I finally got to a point where I opened up my own spot, which was like in these same warehouses but in the front. And then that's when we locked in and we did like LFC. I produced like 7 songs on there. We recorded most of it there, if not all of it.
Yeah.
So
So have you engineered like every one of his songs?
Yeah.
pretty much. Not every, well, most of them.
Most of them.
Definitely like 96% maybe
96%.
of this catalog.
They gotta do a haze. They gotta go through
Like this whole project here, Godspeed, I engineered all that. Majority of that.
That's my number one. I don't let nobody touch my music.
We need an
That's
LFC one.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, we do.
And you know, hopefully, you know, later on this year we fill this wall up with plaques. So.
Yeah, we gotta go crazy. We gotta go crazy. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This another Ultrawave is another like another set of individuals that you need to tap in with, as far as like Miami, cause they're doing things such as ASMRs. They've been doing streams. A whole bunch of artists coming. Like you can show them the page.
So when I found you, I heard Marnie Mass first.
Oh, for
And,
real?
Yeah. And so when I found you, I was like through Marnie Mass, and then I met Flo Kid, and then I was like, I want to meet K Charles too, and I like that Marnie Mass song. He's like, oh, but you heard the new one? I was like, what's the new one? He's like, it felt like an hour.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shout out Flo Kid, man. Big shout out to Flo. Me and Flo Kid be hooping. He gonna tell you he better than me. Talk about the music. I'm over here talking about you got me feeling so nostalgic, but I actually met Who Kid performing at Rolling Loud. He had stopped by one of my sets and he was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, who are you? And like I was like, I'm K Charles. Tapped in with him and then I sent him he sent me a whole bunch of beats. And I might let you listen to one of the records that we did.
When I'm chasing this bag, I can show no emotion. This paper don't care about no feelings. I cannot run out of business. I said she want me not to.
A lot of people like this song. I don't know why.
Never stressing about the thing.
I'm the guy they called to get like to point A to point B, you know? I never got in an accident.
I'm drinking.
I'm gonna get the chicken plate. I'm gonna get the front. You feel me? Like really take initiative to like take it to the next level. You feel me? So anything you need from me or anything you like, bro, you got it. You feel me? I used to be in that shit like rapping every day, like rapping, just like just practicing. You feel me? Walk past everybody's, but I'll be rapping like freestyling, and people used to thought I was crazy. I don't know why. And then one day, I'm walking with my homeboy, I'm listening to these crazy ass beats. He said, "That's what you been doing?" I said, "What? What you talking about?" He said, "Bruh, people think you crazy." I said, "Why people think you crazy? Why I'm crazy? Cause you just be walking around, performing everywhere, doing that. I said, "Bro, I'm practicing. Cause I'm about to hop on stage. I'm about to go crazy, bruh." I said, "I ain't worried about these niggas. These niggas peons." I said, "These niggas won't even attempt to do what I'm doing in public. Cause they scared of what people think of them. So I'm not worried about it."